Good morning, students. How are you all? Fine? Right, that's very nice. So please take out your grammar books, and today we're going to discuss the topic complement. We had finished discussing linking verbs last week, and today we move on to the next chapter. So please, all of you, open your books and let's start. Yes? Students are still joining. Okay, here, right? I tried to make the PDF of it, and at least we'll have something to look at on the screen, right? So what are we going to discuss today? We are going to discuss the complement. Please note down the spelling of the complement. It is C-O-M-P-L-E-M-E-N-T. We also have complement with an I, right? So, and we love to receive those compliments, right? Compliment your words of praises, right? And of course, someone telling you looking very good, and yes, your dress is very nice, or the food that you've cooked is very good. That's compliments that we receive. Now, when we talk about grammar here, what is the compliment here? Right? What is its role, or what does it do in a sentence? Okay, so here also compliment is also that it is giving us information, giving us more information about the subject or the object. Okay, is it clear? So what does the complement do? It gives us, or adds meaning to the subject or the object. So the other day we had finished discussing about linking verbs. Now, what do linking verbs do? Linking verbs, they added to the meaning of the subject, isn't it? Right? And of course, rather they were connecting the subject and the information, right? So linking verb is the mediator. So we had one word before and we had many words after the linking verb. So words that were after the linking verb, now that is what we are going to discuss today. Okay, right? So what is the linking verb that we had discussed the other day? It is the verb that links the subject and the information that is given about the subject, right? Okay, do you remember? Do you remember, all of you? Yes, do you remember or not? Wait. Okay, now you can tell me. Yes, ma'am, we remember. And of course, some words are there, true linking verbs. They will always be linking verbs. Like, of course, here, your be, is, am, are, was, were, becomes, seems. They will always be there as, right, as a linking verb. Okay, now what are we going to discuss today? The words that come after the verb, right? The complement. They are the words which add meaning. It could be the subject, it could be the object. And as we have discussed before, what are there? The parts of a sentence. A sentence has a subject and a verb and an object, right? So then, of course, when we do talk about objects, we talk about transitive and we talk about intransitive verb, right? So when we are talking about, of course, here we are discussing about the complement. So let us come to the point now, and let's do what we have to do. Yeah, Anshika agrees with me. Yes, ma'am, let's start. So we know what is the complement. The complement, it adds meaning. It adds meaning to the sentence, right? It makes it more meaningful. Okay, yes. Now, what can it add meaning to? These words, what can they add meaning to? They can add meaning to the subject. They can add meaning to the object. Now, when these words, they add meaning to the subject, we call them the complement or the subject complement. And when they add meaning to the object, then they are called the object complement. Is this clear? Yes, so we know that what is a complement. Now, what kind of words can be the complement? Complement, is it a single word, right? Is it a phrase or is it many words, right? So there are many kinds of words that can act as a complement, because when we add more meaning to the subject or the object, what words are we using? It can be a noun, it can be, yes, an adjective, it could be an infinitive, it could be a participle, it could be a phrase, right? So we have different kinds of words. So it could be one word, it can be a group of words, right? So these are the complements. So the complements, what are they? They add meaning, or they make the sentence more meaningful. What do they make more meaningful? They make the subject more meaningful. When they add meaning to the subject, it is a subject complement. When they add more meaning or information about the object, it is the object complement, right? Is it one word? No, it is not necessarily one word. It can be more than one. I'm telling you how to identify it. Now, when we did linking verbs, do you remember? Do you remember when we did linking verbs here? Right? Yes. Like look at this. I am a teacher. Right? Can we, what are the parts of this sentence here? What is I over here? What is I over here? What is I? I is a subject. What is am over here? Yes, it's the, yeah, it's a verb, right? A teacher, we are giving more information. We are giving more information about the subject, right? Now, of course, so here, what is a teacher? It is a complement. It is giving us more information. And what is it giving us more information? I. It is giving us more information about I. Who am I? A teacher. Clear? Yes. The weather is perfect for a picnic. You know, like, please remember here, this, like, yes, this is the verb. What is it joining? It is joining these parts, whether it is a subject and it is joining the complement. We had discussed it when we did linking verbs. And I said we'll come to the detailed discussion later. So the weather is perfect for a picnic. The weather is perfect for a picnic, isn't it? So right here, what are we? We'll divide the sentence. We'll identify the subject. We'll identify the verb. We'll identify the object. What is the complement doing? Is it adding meaning to the subject or is it adding meaning to the object? Okay, right. Yes, right. My voice is not clear. What is happening to it? Okay, wait. Let me just see. So maybe there's a problem with the mic again. Right. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Give me yes or no, please. Yes. Okay. So everybody is saying I can hear, you can hear me. Then what is the problem? Right. Now here, look here. What could the complement be? What kind of words, as I've told? It can be a pronoun. We know what is a pronoun replacing the noun. Yes. And of course, it could be an adjective, right? It is used as a predicate to describe the subject. Okay. Yes. The children were hungry. Information about the children. Hungry children. Coffee. Excellent. Right? Participle. ing, ed. Remember? Mother seemed agitated. It's a complete sentence. Is it a meaningful sentence? It is a meaningful sentence. So we have mother, we have seemed. Yes, remember your linking verb. Agitated, we are getting information about mother, right? This looks amazing. What? This looks amazing, describing it, right? So if you know, yes, like what part of the sentence we are referring to, what kind of words are being used, you can identify the complement. Infinitive too, plus verb, isn't it? Right? The child appeared to shudder. Appeared, if you remember, I told you about linking verbs. Some words are true linking verbs. Some words are used as your auxiliaries also, your main verbs, or as a linking verb also. Okay, right? Manav's aim is to succeed. What is Manav's aim? To succeed. Because we need to, like, yes, give a role for each word in the sentence. We need to make all part of the sentence to feel important, right? Yes. Okay. What does an adjective do? Adjective describes the noun, right? So when we talk about your participles and all, right, of course, so you have the ed form of the verb, right? Amazing, right? And of course, there are some words which are used as a noun as well as a verb. Okay, so you have your gerunds, you have your participles, right? So these are here. Okay, right. Now let's look at this. Now, doing the word of an adjective, there are a group of words, but each one of them is describing something. The second-hand car was in an excellent condition, right? What is being described? The second-hand car. What is the condition? In an excellent condition. Okay. The drive through the mountains. What are we talking about? The drive was an awe-inspiring experience. We're talking about the, yeah, right? Fine. Yes. So he is at the gate. Where is he? Right? Yes. So you will, of course, if you have to recollect now here. So, right. So please don't worry if you're not very clear about it. We'll be picking up all these parts. We'll be discussing them and things will be coming more and more clearer. I'll be coming to back to these points again and again. So don't worry. It's not, don't think that, okay, one lecture is over and oh my God, we don't know anything about it. You will. We will be repeating these things again and again till you are not satisfied. So don't worry. So first of all, what is a complement? What does a complement do? Can anybody tell me what does a complement do in a sentence? It gives us information. It can give information about the subject. It can give information about the object, right? Can you identify the subject and the object in the sentence? Are you able to do that? Can you identify the verb in a sentence? Yes. Can you? Yeah, right. Absolutely correct. So when these words, they add information to the subject, they become complement of the subject. When they add meaning to the object, they become complement to the object. Is it clear? Yes. Okay. Now we are not in a hurry. I repeat here, you just need to identify. Just learn to identify. And of course, here, if you are not clear what the participle is, if you are not clear what an adverbial is, we will be discussing these also. Then again, I'll come back to this so that you will be able to identify, right? So what kind of a complement it is, right? Which part of the speech is acting as a complement? What kind of a word is the complement? Is it clear? Now just look at this. So underline the subject complement. We'll forget about write what kind it is, because with this little information, it will be a little difficult for you to or you can say identify. It will come to the identification part also. Let us first identify the complement. Okay, the subject complement. Tariq seemed rather upset. This is a simple, right, sentence. Here you have the subject. You have your linking verb. It's not an action one, is it? No, it is giving us more information about the subject. What are the words after this? Rather upset. Where is the complement? Please find out. Where is the complement? Okay, so it can be one word, it can be a group of words. Then maybe rather go. Rather is there, defining upset also. Right? Yes. So it is rather upset. Both the words would be there. Okay? Fine. Underline them first. Underline them. Underline them. I will not be asking you what kind it is. I will, ask you later. Let us just learn to identify. As I told you, we're not in a hurry right now. Please identify the complement. Om is a kind-hearted soul. Who are we talking about? Om. Is. As once again, what are the words after it? Yes. So please let me know. Please identify. Yes, absolutely. Is there the verb, right? Okay. A kind-hearted soul. Compliment, not necessarily one word. It can be more than one word. Absolutely. Where will A go? A kind-hearted soul. Geeta's fear is, yes, is that she will have a terrible journey. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Geeta's fear. And what's her fear? All this is her fear. Oh my God, such a big compliment. Yes, yes. What is it? Yeah, a terrible journey, right? Is that she will have a terrible journey. Okay, fine. The captain of the team. Where is the captain of the team? In the field, right? Subject complement is so easy to identify. It is just like, of course, here you have your subject, you have your linking verb, and then you have your complement, right? Okay, fine. Now let's see here. Why are you always so late? You? Yes? So why are you? What about you? What am I asking? Or what is it that I'm telling more about you? Always so late. Always so late. Right? Yes. His anger is justified. His anger. What are we talking about? Yes, is justified. Underline it. Yeah. On hearing the good news, I felt lighter than air. Yes. Geeta's fear is that she will have a terrible journey. What is her fear? She will have a terrible journey. Okay? Right. Yes. On hearing the good news, I felt lighter than air. How did I feel? Lighter than air. We're talking about I, lighter than air. Okay? Yes. His courage and determination. We're talking about both. So what is the complement here? Inspiring. Midge always seems to be afraid. Yes? Seems, right, to be afraid. Okay, fine. To be afraid. Yes, to be afraid. To be afraid. Infinitive, yeah. It appears that we were wrong. Right, wrong. Yes. We, what about us? What is it? It appears that we were wrong. Right. Yes, clear. Okay, so we're talking about what is it? What is apparent? We were wrong. Now let's hear. Can we complete the following sentences with appropriate subject complements? You have to give more information about the subject. Rosalind is. Rosalind is. Let's give more information. A brave girl. Yes. Okay. Very lazy. Okay. Right. Yes. Okay. Rosalind is a kind girl, a brave soul. Anything you can talk about her. Okay. Next is Manoj became what? Manoj became restless, anxious, right? Stressed on getting late. Yeah. The old man appeared. The old man appeared what? To be asleep, to be healthy. Anything it could be, right? Yes. Did you write something? Yeah, can I hear what you're writing? Yes, the old man appeared tired, or the old man appeared to be tired, isn't it? Right. Yes. Clouds appeared and the sky grew dark. Right? Yes, the sky grew dark. Correct. So let's see this. As the teacher scolded Prerna, she seemed what? She should be what? She seemed ashamed. She seemed embarrassed. Yes, she seemed scared. Right? So anything you can add. Okay, fine. Now let's see next one. Yeah. Okay. Now look at your books, please. So wait here. Let me see. Am I able to share it? Okay. So there is a problem, I think, so in the screen. It's not moving there. Okay. So you have your books. So come on, look at your books now. Yes. Now this is here. We have a few more sentences. Turn the page, please. My hobby is. What is my hobby? My hobby is to, yes, to collect coins, right? Yes. So, yeah, my hobby is to read books, to collect coins, to dance, yeah, to paint, anything you can write down. Next is the new house looked. The new house looked. How did it look? Yes, well kept. The new house looked expensive. The new house looked well built, isn't it? Right? Yes, well maintained and taken care of. Anything you can write over here. Tony hasn't turned up yet. I am growing nervous. I'm growing tense. Right? All this you can write. After she won the first prize, Anu appeared. Anu appeared to be happy, to be proud, to be satisfied, right? Anything you can write down. The traffic in Mumbai is what? There's too much of traffic. Yes. Is terrible. Yes. Chaotic. I love that word. A very nice word. Yes, it is chaotic. Is a mess, right? Is a nightmare. Okay, anything you can write. Terrible, absolutely. If you can't think of right, so complement is there. What is complement? What is a subject complement? It is giving more information, right? So we have been able to, what does it mean? Tony hasn't turned up yet. Turned up means he hasn't come, right? So like a brother is, it's gone somewhere, it's getting late, he hasn't turned up. He hasn't reached, he hasn't arrived, right? So that is what turned up mean. And I am getting nervous. I am, right, okay? Yes, of course I am getting nervous, I'm getting worried, I'm getting scared, right? Anything here, whatever is there telling about your feeling. So when we talk about the subject complement, what information are we adding to? We are adding information to the subject, right? And of course, now here we have what kinds of words can we use? All these kinds of words, right? And of course, we should know what these words mean before we start off with our understanding of the complement. But right now, as I just told you, please just underline what the complement is. And when I finish with the object complement, we'll come to what kind it is. Okay, right? So right now, I just want you to focus on the simplest thing. Now, next is object complement. Subject, verb, object, right? So which kind of sentences require an object to make them meaningful? Yes? What kind of sentences require? Can you tell me? Transitive, isn't it? Yeah, very good, very nice, very nice. Okay, very good. So now here, yes, so let us look at our books here. And once again here, we have what will an object complement do? It will make the object more meaningful. Now look at this. The man rang the bell. What did he do to the bell? He rang it. Adequate exercise keeps one healthy. Right? We're talking about it. Yes. What does exercise do? Yes, it keeps us healthy. Yes, right here. Now, please look at these sentences. Look at these sentences or look at here. What kind of, words can be there acting as complement to the object? Grandmother kept the children happy. Whom are we talking about, grandmother or the children? Whom are we talking about over here? Yes, the children. And what did grandmother do? She kept the children happy. Who should be happy? The children are happy. So what is the complement over here? What is the complement? What is being described? The children are being described. How are the children? They are happy. Okay? Yes. Ritu's illness made her irritable. What are we talking about? Yes? The illness. Yeah? Right. So Ritu's illness made her irritable. So Ritu has become irritable because of her illness. The council appointed Janya. Right? So we are here talking about Janya. We're getting more information about Janya. What has she become? Secretary. Yes. They called their dog. We're getting more information about the dog. Right? What are we talking about? Right? Yes, it is Rufus. Fine? Yeah. And of course here, yeah, of course, right? So we have maybe a little bit of an idea what is a subject complement, what is an object complement. So just please, let's go through these examples. And I think so we will be able to continue tomorrow. We'll have to finish this off tomorrow. I also want to start off with what?